Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Just a quick heads up, there might be a dip in videos for a week or so, as I've got my in-laws staying with me for a couple of weeks. This means that finding the time to record and edit may become a little bit more difficult, but I did want to get this video out first though. I'll try and keep on top of it, but if you don't see a video from me for a while, then you know why. Last time we took the flying type and put it up against Fool's Gold. That means there's just one more type left for us to use. Today we find out, can you beat Pokemon Fool's Gold using only fighting types? The rules are the same as always. I can only use fighting types in battle, apart from Pokemon I need for certain 8 gems. I can't use items in battle, and I'll be playing in set mode once again. I'm interested to see how the fighting type will fare. They're known for their strong physical attack and low speed, so we could have a few big weaknesses throughout our team. Also, quick shout out to these people for finding DD last time. Look out for him in this one too, and comment down below the timestamp for a chance to be featured next time. Alright then, without any further ado, let's take on our final Fool's Gold monotype challenge. I start the game, pick the female character, and call her Sarasa. Comment down below if you get the reference. I picked Chikorita as our starter, as it's pure fighting. I really like the nunchuck design, so I'm interested to see if it'll be any good. I then beat our rival, who we of course name Zwigo, because at this point I'm just in too deep to stop using this joke. I then catch myself a new team member, Pidgey. I was going to use this last time in the flying run, but I thought it would fit in better here. I'm glad we have some more type coverage already. I then take on the first gym leader, Faulkner, who you may think was a difficult first obstacle, but you'd actually be wrong. Pidgey actually deals with his entire team one by one, thanks to Double Kick and Gust respectively. Even Pidgey's evolved form goes down without much issue. Surprisingly easy first gym overall. On our way to Azalea, Chikorita evolves into Bayleaf, and Pidgey into Pidgeotto. We then face Bugsy, who was actually kinda tough. Ledibur is first and is electric type, meaning that I quickly switch Pidgeotto out and let Bayleaf deal with it instead. A couple of tackles take it down easily, and Venonat also faints pretty quickly as well. It got a little bit close against Sneasel as we get brought down to the red, but we still come out on top, and last up is Sizzle. He does finish us off with a quick attack, so now it's just down to Pidgeotto. I'm not too worried though, as it's 4 times weak to flying, but a single gust just barely falls short, and now we're in KO range, but thankfully he just uses Leer. This means we can outspeed his quick attack with our Mach Punch, and narrowly win the second badge. Before facing Whitney, I actually fill in a few more team slots. I catch myself a Snubbull, which is a fighting and normal type, and hatch a Tyrogue, also fighting normal. It actually evolves into its 3 evolutions, depending on which stone you use, so let's see which one I get first. We then take on the third gym, but this was about as easy as you'd expect. Our fighting types wipe the floor with her team. Snubbull single-handedly sweeps her first 3 Pokemon with little resistance, and her final Pokemon is Mantine. I am able to hit one powerful Ice Punch before fainting to a couple of hidden powers, so I decide to just send in Bayleaf, who can outspeed, and finish it off with a Headbutt for the win. That went pretty well. I then evolve Snubbull into Gramble, and catch my final 2 team members, at least for now. First is a Sizzle, which is a bug and fighting type, and second is a Shelder, fighting Steel. These 2 should round out the team nicely. We then face Zwigo, but there's nothing really to say here, as Gramble sweeps his entire team, only taking damage once from his Croconaur's wing attack. This means we win easily. Classic Zwigo. The next gym is Ghost, meaning they're immune to our fighting attacks. I decide to grind some more, and in the process evolve Shelder into Cloyster, and pick up a Leaf Stone to evolve Tyrogue into Hitmontop. I didn't really want this one, but it was the first stone I could get, but you know, a grass type could come in handy. Morty wasn't actually as bad as I expected. Ariados is first, but goes down to a Fire Punch in pursuit from Scizor after landing a Nightshade. Girafarig faints in a couple of Thunder Punches after bringing us to low health with Confusion, and Miltank is next. We do get taken out by another Nightshade, so I decide to send in Gramble, as I have Ice Punch, which is super effective. Unfortunately, he keeps raising his defense, and then healing up with Milk Drink. This went on for some time, but we do eventually get a lucky freeze, and he actually never thaws out. This means we can just slowly bring it down with a few more hits. Morty's final Pokemon is Marowak, but it's not really a threat to us. A few Thunder Punches take it down with ease, with minimal interference from his Confuse Ray. We win the 4th badge without much trouble at all actually. Next up is Chuck, so let's see who's the swollest of them all. He starts with Cloyster as I lead with Gramble, but he actually decides to immediately switch in Smeargle. He takes his strength and hits a double kick for decent damage before falling to a second strength, and next up is Hitmonchan. He has Mach Punch, meaning he takes us out after hitting just one strength, so I swap into Bayleaf, take a Fire Punch with ease, and Revenge Kill with a Vital Throw. Hitmontop is next, and thanks to a crit headbutt we can actually bring it all the way down to the red, before we faint to a couple of Razor Leafs. Pidgeotto can easily take care of it though with a Gust, and now we just need to beat this Cloyster. We unfortunately do lose the one-on-one, but we are able to hit a submission and Mach Punch to bring it down to low health before we faint. From here, Sizzle's Fire Punch is easily enough to finish it, and we come out on top. We evolve Bayleaf into Meganium, loving the facial hair by the way, and then take on the first of the next two easy gym fights. Jasmine's Steel types really don't stand a chance against us. Hitmontop deals with her first two Pokemon Dunsparce and Slowking easily, but I decide to switch in Meganium for Victory Bell. We're hit with two Flamethrowers, one of which being a crit that leaves us on 1 HP, but we end up getting a crit of our own to knock it out in a single Vital Throw. Quillfish is last, so I recover my health to be safe, and then just finish it off in a couple more Vital Throws, winning us Gym Badge number 6. Price was somehow even easier. In fact, Sizzle sweeps his entire team with Mach Punch and Fire Punch easily. We only ever get hit once in the process, so that was definitely the easiest fight of the run. We then take on Team Rocket, where Pidgeotto finally evolves into Pidgeot. Look at that beefy bird. We also have to face Zwigo once again, but as always it was a walk in the park. Golbat is first and does paralyze Gramble with Glare, but easily faints to a couple of Thunder Punches. Magnemite and Sneasel both faint to a single Strength and Ice Punch respectively, and next up is Feraligatr. Oh god, oh my eyes, oh no. We do get fully paralysed, but we can actually land one Ice Punch before I decide to switch into Scizor, who can take hits all day and finish it off with a Thunder Punch. Zwigo's final Pokemon is a Weeping Bell, and a single Mach Punch sees to it in no time, so we win the fight easily. Get good. Team Rocket was easy, so let's take on the 8th and final Gym Leader Claire. A lot of our team has Ice Punch though, so this wasn't actually too bad. Nidoqueen hits a Zen Headbutt on Gramble but faints to a single Ice Punch, and Kingdra faints in 2 after landing a Spark. Muck can't take 2 Ice Punches either and just goes for Minimize, and even Gyarados faints in a single hit after barely failing to KO with the Dragon Pulse. Her final Pokemon Lapras does put a stop to our sweep however, but Scizor can outspeed it and easily take a Dragon Pulse, so we can KO in just 2 Ice Punches to win us the final badge. Pretty easy end to our gym challenge there. There's one more Zwigo fight before we can face the Elite Four, but it wasn't much more difficult than before. Scizor deals with Sneasel and Golbat before fainting to an Air Slash from Feraligatr, so Meganium can come in and finish it with 2 Body Slams after he fails a Scary Face. Magneton gets fully paralysed, meaning we can take it out in 2 Body Slams as well, and Victory Bell faints in a single Vital Throw after landing a Flamethrower. His final Pokemon is the Dark-type Kadabra, so once again we easily tank a Nightshade, and finish the fight with one more Vital Throw. Will Zwigo ever be a challenge? Now we've arrived at the Pokemon League, so let's look at our final team. Overall, I'm pretty impressed. Some Pokemon, such as Scizor and Gramble, are absolute beasts. Unfortunately though, they tend to overshadow some other team members, especially Meganium and Hitmontop. Hopefully everyone will get a chance to shine in the Elite Four though, but there's only one way to find out. Let's do this. Will is first, and I was worried about this one, as we are weak to Psychic. Thankfully however, it wasn't actually so bad. Apom is first, so I lead with Cloyster and set up a Swords Dance. With one under my belt, a single slash takes it down from full health, and next is Xatu. Unfortunately this is a Ghost type, so I can't actually hit it with any of my physical moves, instead having to use Surf. He only ever tries to use Future Sight though, so we can actually take it down relatively quickly, and Crobat comes out next, as we get hit by the Future Sight. We do get paralysed and hit with a Glare, but we're actually able to come out on top, with a couple more slashes. His next Pokemon Magneton outspeeds and KOs us with a Tri-Attack though, and despite being burned by another Tri-Attack, Gramble can actually KO in 2 strengths. Unknown is up next, so I send in Hitmontop, hoping to KO with a Razor Leaf, but we just fall short and fall to a couple of Psychics. Scizor can finish it off though, and now we're down to his final Pokemon Dragonite, but unfortunately we can't do too much damage to it before we get taken out by a couple of Psybeams. I send in Pidgeot, who I thought could finish it with a fly, but unfortunately he decides to heal up. We're not able to bring it down before falling ourselves, but from here Meganium can come in, tank a Psybeam, and finally finish it off with a Body Slam, winning us the first and arguably most difficult match of the Elite Four. By comparison, Koga was a joke. In fact, Cloyster can single-handedly take care of his Tangela, Magmar, Heracross, and Hypno, before finally falling to Seaking. Scizor can easily finish that off with an Ice Punch though, and his last Pokemon Magcargo never actually tries to hit us, only ever using Defense Curl. This means we can take it out with ease, and beat Koga. It would seem that Koga's been taking lessons from Bruno on how to be bad. Speaking of which, Bruno was also a sweep. This time it was Scizor who steamrolls through Bruno's entire team, thanks mostly to Ice Punch. Man, this Elite Four run since Will has been a breeze. It doesn't get much more difficult for the final member of the Elite Four either. Karen's Dark types are so weak to fighting that she demands to see the manager about it. Pidgeot deals with Electabuzz with a single submission, and can even take out Blissey in 2 hits, but we do also feint to the recoil. I send in Ground Ball for our next Pokemon Alakazam, and while we do get outsped, her Dark Pulse isn't very effective. A single high jump kick seals its fate, and Lantern also feints to a single high jump kick after landing a weak takedown. We can even survive a Dark Pulse from Houndoom, and KO from full health in return. Karen's final Pokemon is Sandslash, so I decide to switch into Scizor to deal with it. We can take hits all day, even a critical hit, but our Mach Punch surprisingly isn't enough to KO from full, and she almost takes us out with a Fury Swipes. One more hit and we'd be done. Mach Punch is a priority move though, so we can take it out before being hit again, and now all that stands between us and victory is the champion. Lance starts with Fortress, so I lead with Cloyster, who's not weak to Air Slash, and start hitting slashes. It was close, but as he's faster, he just manages to take us out first, but I have Hitmontop, who has extreme speed, so we can easily bring it down from there. Wobbuffet is next, so I switch in Pidgeot, whose flying attacks are super effective. His Aura Spheres really aren't doing a whole lot, but to be honest, neither is Wing Attack. A second one leaves it in the red, but he actually goes for counter next turn, easily finishing us. Meganium can clean up with a Body Slam though, and next out is the Ghost type Ampharos. I switch Hitmontop back in as we have Razor Leaf, and we do actually eventually take it out with a few hits, as he only ever tries Magnitude until it's too late, as we survive the follow-up Shadow Ball and bring it down. Octillery is next and is a poison type, so I just land one final hit with Dig before fainting to a Giga Drain. A couple of Thunder Punches from Scizor send it packing, and out next is Skarmory, who is 4 times weak to fighting. Surprisingly, one Mach Punch isn't enough, but he only uses Agility, and our move has priority, so in the end it doesn't even matter. Lance's final Pokemon is Tyranitar, and this could be a problem. It's a Ghost and Dark type, meaning our fighting moves don't do any damage. I do have a plan though. I decide to leave Scizor in and keep hitting Fire Punches until we eventually go down, and we're actually able to deal about 50% of its health. I then send in Meganium, who has the move Foresight, which makes normal and fighting moves able to hit ghosts. He does fully heal up, but next turn we can survive a Thrash easily, and hit a Vital Throw, which is now super effective. It doesn't even do half though, much to my surprise, but we can survive a second Thrash and bring it down to red health with another one, and then we can outspeed it the next turn and finish it with a Body Slam. Tyranitar goes down and we beat Lance, and beat Pokemon Fool's Gold using only fighting types. Except, you know we're not done just yet. We still have to face Red, but before that there is something I want to do. There's a Pokemon I want for my team, and some of you may know what I'm talking about. I wake up the sleeping Snorlax, who in this game is pure fighting. I love this design so much. I know I already have a full team, but my current pure fighting type Meganium hasn't really been doing too much recently, apart from that champion fight of course. I don't need to face any more ghost types, so Foresight isn't really useful anymore, so this seems like a reasonable replacement. I mean, just look at it, I couldn't not use this thing. Oh, while training, I also find a shiny Rhydon. It is actually a fighting type, so I could use it, but I feel like Scizor is probably the better overall bug and fighting type, so in the end I decide against it. It's still really cool that I found one though. With my now trained up team, I take on Red for the final time. He leads with a Fearow, so I decide to start setting up Swords Dance with Cloyster. After one boost, we can live 2 Drop Eggs and an Outrage, before KOing with 2 Iron Tails. Snorlax is next, and we get some great luck, as he misses twice in a row with Dynamic Punch, allowing us to also 2-hit KO. Our sweep does get cut short by Venusaur unfortunately, as we get outspared and destroyed by Flamethrower. Pidgeot just about lives a hit, and lands a super effective fly, but it doesn't do enough. I get a little bit more chip damage in with Mach Punch before fainting, and I send in our new Snorlax. Because he's lost a few pounds, we actually outspeed, and 1 high jump kick is all we need to KO. Blastoise is next, and I'm able to hit 2 more high jump kicks, before we fall to a couple of Hydro Pumps. Hitmontop can take a Dragon Pulse though, and a double kick followed by an Extreme Speed are all we need to bring it down. Charizard's next, and we live a slash with just 1 HP remaining, allowing us to hit another double kick and Extreme Speed combo, before finally going down. Hitmontop really put in some work there. Scizor can clean up with a Mach Punch though, and now we're down to his final Pokemon, Raichu. I go for Mach Punch once again, and we get a lucky crit to finish off the fight in 1. Raichu goes down, and we've officially completed our monotype challenge. Well, I've got to say, I really enjoyed recording this series. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. The fighting type was pretty good actually. Although I've got to say, the team wasn't quite as well rounded as the flying type team. Still though, I think it was better than the ice type for sure. Which team was your favourite? Let me know in the comments down below. Like I said at the start of this video, there might be a gap in uploads, but I'll try my best to keep as up to date as possible, but I'll keep you posted. Let me know in the comments down below what challenge you want to see from me next. I've got a run on Inclement Emerald coming soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, follow me on socials if that's your kind of thing. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, so as always, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time.